Good morning, YouTube. So, just putting my thoughts down. I saw a video and it was talking about universal income and this idea that the Fed should just take money and give it to $1,000 or whatever the number you want to think of to every citizen. And that just enforces the awful idea that is peddled by what Robin Hood did, and it's perverted. It really is. Robin Hood is held up today as a man who took money from people who had too much and gave it to people who didn't have any. And that's what he's famous for, and that's wrong. What Robin Hood did was he took money from people who stole it from people who actually created it. He took the wealth that was stolen from those who actually earned it and gave it back to the owners. Right? When the law says that you can just take money from somebody who actually created it, when you could take a farmer's corn, which he grew, and give it to other people, then maybe they might let you keep some. They might let you keep some. That is a perverted, immoral thing to do. And that's the problem with this universal income idea, is that they have to increase taxes. People already get, if you apply for all the federal programs, you are compensated financially. If you put it in dollar amounts, you're compensated fairly well. And just giving people, let's say, $1,000 a month, so that's $12,000 a year, that all of a sudden that's going to fix people's lives. It's not. It's not going to solve any of the problems. And you're going to have to take more from people who have, obviously, most of the time when people have more money, it's because they earned it. They did something to earn it. Whether you agree with how much they're getting, okay, that's your opinion. That doesn't mean anything because you earned the money. And this is a perverted idea, and it goes back to the immoral socialist communist ideas of, I'm going to take from you to give to other people because it's not yours. No, it is yours. And you should be able to keep it regardless of how much you make. It's really wrong. It's pushed heavily by this moral system that they claim that they have, which they don't. It's purely redistribution of wealth, which if they were to actually implement this, the people who actually produce something to where the people who actually have money, they'll just leave. It's going to start, we're already on a downward spiral in a lot of things, and financially as a country we already are, and if they were to implement this, the spiral would just speed up and we would fall into oblivion. And you can look at countries that have tried stuff like this. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And actually, we need to go the opposite direction because that stuff actually works. And when you allow people, see, here's the thing: if you were to just reduce the taxes and stop taking so much of people's money, they would actually have that. Let's say you cut taxes to where everyone could keep $1,000. Holy shit, that would be actually amazing. You would have a similar effect, except for it would be their money. And you don't disincentivize people from going, well, if I had an extra $1,000, I wouldn't work. So all the people who actually make the things that you want to buy, if they go, well, we can't get anybody to hire because they all have $1,000, they just stay home. Then some of these businesses will just close down. Because if they can't find workers, any person who has money, who has something that they want to produce, if they can't find people to help them produce it, if they can't produce it, it goes away. Or you're not going to have as much to produce. So that's just thoughts running through my head, and hope you have a great Saturday.